Let's face it, mixing can be a bit of a pain. Sometimes you just want to create your song and really quickly give it that studio polish. And that's where Sonable's Pure Bundle comes in. These plugins can take your rough concept to a publishing-ready banger in just a few steps. The Pure Bundle is based on the same technology as Sonable's Smart plugins, and it's focused on being fun and easy to work with. The workflow is similar for each plugin. First, choose a profile that matches your audio material, then start the playback and let the plugin learn. Now, dial in the sound you're looking for. It's as simple as that. Pure EQ is all about spectral balance. First, I'll work on this acoustic guitar. Already there's a huge improvement. It sounds much warmer and more present. I can control the balancing amount, the style, as well as deciding how much I want that processing to adapt to the signal over time. Let's try it on a vocal. I want to go for that clear and full pop sound.
But those days when I come back, we went out at night and day, we enjoyed the life.
I can also set lower and upper bounds for the balancing.
I miss those days.
What's bothering me in this vocal track are the very sharp S sounds, the so-called sibilants.
Sparks on the stars, hearts beating in time, lost in the moment, the sweetest romance.
Pure DS will fix them for me, and I don't even have to choose a profile.
The sweetest romance, sparks on the stars, hearts beating in time, lost in the moment, the sweetest romance.
This is already much better. I can change the amount of suppression, the target color of my sibilants, as well as how strongly Pure DS should be shaping them to fit the target color. And of course, it works just as well on higher pitched voices.
We'll turn to dust. How will it
Pure Comp helps me control my dynamics in an instant. I'll put it on the acoustic guitar for a balanced sound. And I also want to compress my vocals to make them sound a bit more coherent.
Yesterday, but those days when I come back, we went out at night and day, we enjoyed the life. I miss you.
These vocals sound good, but they're missing atmosphere. Pure Verb comes to the rescue.
I remember in your car, because on tour we were tired. Baby, you're my lullaby, you're my daylight.
I can choose between a natural sounding reverb that might suit a singer-songwriter type track, or have something that sounds more synthetic, which could fit perfectly for an electronic track.
I miss those days. I miss those days.
And check this out. Pure Verb comes with these special modes that let you go for some really funky effects. The vocals I worked on before sound great on their own, but when I play them with the instruments, they get lost in the mix.
I remember yesterday, but those days when I come back, we went out at night and day.
That's because the vocals and the instruments are fighting for attention in the same frequency range. Pure Unmask is going to help me out here. This plugin lowers any frequencies that another signal is occupying. To make it work, I need to add the plugin to the track I want to carve out. In this case, that's my instrumental track. Also, I need to route the vocal as an external sidechain and select the vocal profile.
But those days when I come back, we went out at night and day, we enjoyed the life.
Can you hear the difference? Now the vocal cuts through the mix and is nice and present. I can change the strength of the effect as well as its resolution and speed.
Because on tour we were tired, baby, you're my lullaby.
Another good use of this is on my kick and bass. I want to lower the level of the bass whenever my kick hits to keep it sharp and punchy. Let's finish our mix with Pure Limit. First, I want to make my drum kit sound larger and accentuate the kick and snare. Pure Limit also works great on the master bus, giving your mix that final polish and making it ready for publishing. Check out the 30-day trial for all of these plugins at sonable.com.